This is an intro. Who needs an intro? I don't need an intro. This is just a vape show. It's just a vape show. Vape show. This is an intro. Who needs an intro? I don't need an intro. This is just a vape show. It's just a vape show. Vape show.
YouTube, what is up? I'm your homeboy Josh, back at you with a look at the Minikin? The Minikin 1.5 actually. The Minikin 1.5, and this is the original Minikin. There's been a few improvements to the Minikin, mainly in terms of the chip. The chip that it uses now has a few marked improvements. Now the original Minikin went to 120 watts, and the new one goes to 150 watts. Still dual 18650 setups. Another nice feature is the new Minikin has 2 meters for the battery, measuring the battery sag and the battery drain on both batteries rather than 1 meter for both batteries. The menu system has a few new features. It's got some temp modes for you temp control lovers. I'm not a temp mode kid. I don't like temp control. It doesn't do it for me at all, but it has so many options in here. I mean, for the person that likes temp control, it's got pretty much metals that I've never heard of. What the fuck is Pernif 36? What the fuck is that? Silver? It's gonna vape with pure silver, really? Titanium, of course. Alloy 120, alloy 52, gold? Who's gonna be vaping gold? Seriously? But I mean, it's got Canthol in here, it's got Ni200, it's got nichrome, it's got nickel, it's got stainless steel 304, 316, 317, 430. It's got lots of temp control options. And a TCR mode too. So for the temp control lover, it's actually pretty sweet. I know that DJLSB has tested this device in depth. If you want to see a really well-made in-depth review of all the temp control modes, check out his review. He loves temp control. I don't care about it at all. I couldn't care less about temp control. I just care about wattage. That's all I care about. It's very comfortable in the hand. That's one thing I love about the Minikin. I love the button, the big beefy button on it. I love that. One thing that is not improved with the Minikin is the door. The door still sucks ass. And that is very, very disappointing because it's not the biggest issue yet, but it will be. This is my old Minikin. That's after only a few months of use. This is the new Minikin. It doesn't quite just fall off yet. It kind of tries to... There it goes. I'm going to try and be very sensitive to all your ears when I'm editing this review. With all the banging and clanging and whatnot. I'm going to try and adjust the volume way low down when these things fall. Just a heads up. Thing is that I know that over time this one's going to be just like this. And that's just one opportunity that is still present in the Minikin 1.5. And the thing about it is that it's such an easy fix. A magnet here and a magnet here instead of these little divots that are in there, these little key things that don't work at all. It's just a really, really easy fix. That's the thing about it. Why have these 2 little keys here to catch the door when all it would take to really secure it would be a couple of magnets? That's it. The battery tray is still kind of the same. It just, it's just a shell. And you know what? I bitched about it on the previous review, but honestly, I really don't care about that much. It's fine if the battery tray is like this. I mean, that battery has a bit of play, and it wouldn't be an issue for me. It wouldn't worry me so much if the door was secure. If the door was secure, it wouldn't matter how loose the battery tray was. The batteries wouldn't fall out. With the door being so weak, it worries me because if this thing falls off in a pocket or if it falls off in my bag or whatever and these batteries get loose, if there's some metal in that same pocket or some metal in that pocket in my bag, then it could set off the battery and I don't want that. I mean, it's not the safest mod in that regard if you ask me. But the other improvements are really nice. The 150 watts, the dual battery meter, I like that. The thing that bugs me about it is the door. The door really needs a revamp. Maybe the version 2. You guys at Asmodus, you guys can really wow someone with the door, because this needs magnets. These little divots here that lock on to these little keys here, it's just not sufficient. It's not sufficient to hold the door in place. It isn't. It's nice being able to open it and close it very, very easily. It's nice being able to have that quick access to the battery tray. It's also kind of fun to do this, just over and over again, for no reason. It's not the kind of mod that someone can use if they're big on talking with their hands. It's not the kind of mod that I feel comfortable putting in a pocket or putting in my bag, knowing that this battery door can fall off and these batteries can come out and come in contact with metal. I don't like that. Anyway guys, that's the Minikin 1.5 from Asmodus, and until next time, I'm your homeboy Josh. Vape on, Vapers.